AC Infinity has got a quality name when it comes to products for your garden. Whether it's an inline fan or the Controller Pro 69, they've got you covered. They've got a controller that's going to communicate between all of their devices. From the humidifier to the clip-on fans, regulate everything accurately with the Controller Pro 69. If you go to acinfinity.com, use promo code PIGEONS420, you can get some quality equipment for a quality price. Get the equipment that your plants are going to need and grow some incredible dank. Thank you, AC Infinity, for sponsoring today's live stream.
What's up? What's up? I'll tell you what's up. Spider Farmer's Supplemental Light Series now at spider-farmer.com. Go check them out, including the Glow R40. Get yourself some supplemental lights, whether it's UVA, UVB. Go check them out. You might not be getting all the spectrum that you need for your plants, but now you can with the Sup series. Go to spider-farmer.com, use promo code PIGEONS420. You'll save a few dollars off at checkout. You'll get some supplemental lighting, and you will be growing some incredible herb. Use promo code PIGEONS420. spider-farmer.com. Set yourself up right and you won't be disappointed.
Kamala Harris gets the presidential bid for the DNC. I would like to dive into what that means for the weed people, our industry, the market, and kind of highlight maybe some of, her past comments to see if we can kind of determine the future of cannabis under a new presidency. If you guys are just getting here, I like to talk politics, baby. I like to talk all things nudes, culture, science, health in our space and beyond. And I love to talk politics. When Trump became president, I said the same things that I'm probably going to say here. And we commented when Biden became president in regards to what the future of weed looked like under a new presidency. And again, my statements will reign true here as well. I'm very cynical when it comes to politicians and weed, particularly in America. And therefore, I'm a little bit, pessimistic, at least, that we're actually going to see any progress. However, we're going to dive into all of that. Like I said, I like to talk about politics. I don't really like to dive into, the negativity or the hatred. And I want to be very clear that as I sit and I chat about these things, that there's no negativity or hatred in the chat as well. We are all human beings. We can talk politics without getting into a fistfight. And we know this because what brings us together is our plant, our families, our communities, love and embrace. And that will reign supreme no matter what powerful figure tells me on whatever mainstream platform. So I like to talk about it because I feel like, as a fellow citizen who only knows what I'm given in terms of information, we should be able to talk about these things. If we were given all the information, we would probably be in a different state in regards to our being, but we're not. We have to deal with the information given and therefore use what we have at our fingertips. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Kamala Harris will be, it's already crazy enough to me that America got a presidential nominee without even a vote. Can you believe that? That they chose the next president without any kind of vote? That's crazy. That's kind of scary, but that's not really the conversation, I guess. The conversation is, if there was going to be a new presidential candidate and or a new presidency, what would that look like for cannabis? What would that look like for the state of weed? As I kind of alluded earlier, I said the same thing when Trump won under election, and I said the same thing when Biden won his presidential campaign. Been doing this for a minute. You will not see change when it comes to cannabis legalization within America. Unfortunately, this is an issue that speaks to too many people. I feel as if we, as a mass, as a citizenry, are often distracted of the points and matters that matter most, and are distracted by things that are, in my opinion, often irrelevant to my being, my state of being. So why do I think cannabis won't be legalized? Because cannabis has a lot to do with individual thought, has a lot to do with the individual, has a lot to do with creativity, has a lot to do with healing and embrace, answers a lot of questions. And I feel like that's not the conversation that our political spectrum or political arena is going towards. They don't give a shit about you or me. Pick your party. Pick your party. It doesn't matter. These are corporations at this point that are only focused on maximizing profits and minimizing losses. And depending on what those losses are, they might be minimized less or more. So I like to understand it as, these aren't the people that are going to change my everyday life. These are the people that I really shouldn't be giving too much time to. I feel like we lose track of what's important to us because we're distracted by things that don't matter. We miss out on our family's interactions, our kids' little league games, our wives' achievements, our own moments of celebration, because we're too focused on things that we can't change. And we forget that, or I forget, I often, I feel like as a mass, we kind of lose touch with these things, but it starts with the individual. How do you approach the world? And as we start to kind of establish a foundation for ourselves, we can then branch out. The individual is satisfied, then we can focus on family and friends. When family and friends and relationships are satisfied, then we can branch out to community. Then we can make sure that the youth, the poverty, the education, the recreation are all taken care of within our own community. When that's taken care of, then we can take care of our country. And then when we take care of our country, then we can start worrying about things that are overseas or outside of our grasp of reality or what have you. But we lose that connection. So will we see a change in cannabis laws under a change in presidency? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If we were going to see change under a current political system, it would have been deregulated, not rescheduled. Do the people at mass want rescheduling? That's not what I'm hearing. And of course, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm in a circle of relevance that pertains to cannabis, but it's like the majority of people don't want the government involved when it comes to the regulation or the criminality of cannabis. They don't want it. Simply give it to the people, give it to the states, let them decide. We don't have that ability. They're not doing that. That would have been the change that we seen under the current political regime, if you will, the political party, political government, the government. So there won't be a change. It's unfortunate, but it won't be change. How do you get change? By making change on a personal level, working to a family level, raising kids that are aware and educated about this plant, its processes, its properties, its abilities. Then we can change our communities, our neighbors' opinions and outlooks and perspectives of the plant. And then from there, we can change our country's perspective and outlook. But until then, we're just going to be played for sheep.